Hey, what's going on, Switchers? It's Jimmy here, and welcome back to probably the last little part of this tutorial that I'm going to be doing. I've recorded these, if you haven't noticed, I recorded these in chunks, and then just sort of chopped them up based on each little, segment that I wanted to show you guys. So today I have a few things that I want to show you in finishing off this tutorial, and the first thing is going to be farming. Now, farming is a great way to sustain your food supply. I did make some additions to this world. If you guys saw the split screen video that I did with my brother, I built this treehouse. I have some dogs now. I can show you guys how to do that in a later video. Basically, you just use bones, and you give the bones to the dogs, and they tame them. I also created this minecart track. I actually made this elevated because I didn't want to get hit by creepers and stuff, and it's a really quick ride. Let me show it to you. It's also automatic, so we're gonna hit the button, get in there, and it should take us all the way out to the mine, which is pretty cool. And once we come back, I'll show you guys some farming stuff. So there was an extension to the farming that I was gonna do, and that was that I was gonna make cake. And if you guys follow me on Twitter all day today, on Thursday, what's today's date? I don't even know. Let's see, the 10th, May 10th, 2012. I spent like an hour and a half trying to find some freaking sugarcane in this world, and I didn't find any. I couldn't find any anywhere. If you guys know where there is some in the tutorial world, please let me know. But I have no earthly idea where the heck the sugarcane is. So I was gonna make cake, but I can't find any. And look at that, we have another egg. That's perfect. I grabbed the first egg from the chest that I left it in. Actually put it over here. It's right here. I was gonna make some cake, but so I grabbed that one that I dropped off in like the first few episodes, I think. So anyways, here we go. So this is farming. These are wheat stalks, and the wheat you use and collect to make bread. So if you can, let's see here. We can't. Let me show you. Using the crafting table. All right. So bread is right here, and the formation for bread, I think I showed you guys this before, was 3 pieces of wheat. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna harvest some of this wheat, and then I'll show you how to replant it, and the process repeats itself over and over again. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty quick, and it's a really good way to continue growing and gaining food. It's a good way to sustain yourself in Minecraft. And wheat farms are awesome. They're fun to make. I like farming personally. So all you have to do is you make a hoe. So you can find those quickly in your crafting menu here under the tools once you've done that on a workbench and not just by pressing X. But to till the ground, you're gonna use the left trigger, and you're gonna till the ground with a hoe. Make sure that it's also near water, because as you can see the difference here, these pieces of dirt that have been tilled are not wet. These ones are wet, and the ones that are wet, they enable the plants to grow faster. So over time, real quickly here, you'll see these ones will start to turn dark because they are near a source of water. And to replant, you just take your seeds and you use the left trigger to plant them down. And even if they're planted here on these sort of, quote, dry blocks, they will become wet eventually. So let's go ahead and finish planting these guys. And this is the very low stage of seeds. Actually, that one just grew right there. He's growing pretty quick. Now, if you do want to speed things up and you have it, grab some bone meal. Bone meal can be used by crafting down bones into this bone meal. And if you use the bone meal on an actual piece of wheat like this, or seeds, it will instantly grow your wheat to a harvestable state, and then you can farm it and then replant again. So bone meal is good for that. But let's go ahead and finish harvesting the rest of this. This little guy is not quite done yet. When they have the brown tips like that, that means that they're done and that you can harvest them. So let me grab all these guys, and I would highly recommend, because this is running Minecraft version, I think 1.6.6, that stepping on your irrigated crops, so stepping right on here a few times, is going to unirrigate them, and it's going to pop up the little seeds like you saw right there, or it will just destroy the crop entirely. On the current PC version, Minecraft 1.2.5, you can actually walk across them. The only time that they don't get destroyed is, or the only time they do get destroyed is if you jump on them. But in this version, because we're running a backdated version for Xbox, make sure that you put a fence or some sort of a barrier around your farm like you've seen here. That way, animals and stuff can't get in, because if they do get in and they start walking across your crops, they will trample them and you'll lose your crop. So it's kind of a bummer. But that's pretty much how you farm. Like I said here, am going to put a barrier at the front here so that nothing can get in. That's sort of what I've been doing here. So we're going to put one too high. Now fences, you can't jump over fences because technically they are 1.5 blocks high. You can, however, jump over 1 block high. So I can jump over this block right here. However, if I walk up this fence, you can see I sort of step up a little bit, and that's because these fences are sort of registered as 1.5 blocks high, which is why nothing can jump over them. So we're going to put a 2 block high wall right there, and that's going to prevent our crops from being trampled by mobs, pigs, chicken, sheep, whatever. So let me go ahead and put these seeds back. Let's go put these up there, and we'll put that there. All right. Now I'm also going to go in the house. We're going to craft some bread. We're going to make a ton of bread, and then I will move on to the next thing. And I really, really wanted to use some of this wheat to make cake, but unfortunately, couldn't find any sugarcane. So, bit of a bummer. All right, I'm like totally running out of room for food. Oh, there we go. We got an empty chest here. Let's put all this stuff away. This is just mass production of bread at the moment. And there we go. All right, so I think, yep, I had a perfect number of wheat. I didn't end up with any extra. Now, to make cake, you will need these supplies right here. To obtain a bucket of milk, you basically craft a bucket, and then you use your left trigger to click on a cow, and he should give you milk. If not, keep trying until he does. But the recipe for cake is like this. You have 3 buckets of milk across the top, 3 pieces of wheat across the bottom, 2 pieces of sugar on the right and the left, and an egg in the middle. Now the sugar is obtained by crafting some sugar cane down into sugar, and I was trying to find that earlier, but I couldn't. So quite a bummer. Also, because this is the first dog that I got, he needs a name. So if you could write a comment in the Swifter section below this video, that would be awesome for what you want me to name this little guy, because he was my first little dog. I actually went and captured a bunch of the other ones. I think one of them died though. I have 4. I had 5 because there is an achievement within this Xbox version. If you get 5 of them, you get the achievement like leader of the pack or something. So, all right. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to create an infinite water source. So I'm going to be crafting a bucket. I have 3 pieces of iron there, and we're going to be creating an infinite water source. And this is a really nice little trick to sort of creating a sustainable water source that's close to you. A lot of times you'll find natural water sources out in the wild, an ocean or whatever, but instead of walking back and forth to getting water when you need it, you know, if you were to set up a farm or you want to make a little waterfall or something in your village, I'll show you guys how to make one that you can keep super close to you that will always produce enough water no matter how much you need. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out in the ground a 2x2 square like this, and then we do need to go to an actual source of water first. So let me, it's almost, something's growling at me. It's almost nighttime, or it's getting there. So I'm going to run out here to the ocean real fast. And unfortunately, I only have 1 bucket with me, so I'm going to have to take 2 trips because you do need 2 buckets of water. So let me grab this, and we're going to head back, and then we'll come back out and we'll get another bucket real fast. Hopefully the sun doesn't set. It's a race against time. But to collect water and place water, you're going to use your left trigger on your controller. Now what you're going to do to set up this sort of infinite water spring is in any corner, place the water like this. It's going to be flowing from one corner to the other. When we come back with the other bucket, we're going to place it in the opposite corner, and that is going to give us a totally flat, sort of very tiny 2x2 body of water that will be infinite, and you can draw as much water away from that as you want, and it's not going to be you're never going to run out of it unless unless you place blocks in it, in which you'll have to replenish it by putting another, source block of water essentially into that spot that you placed the block. So, all right, we're gonna run back here. The sun is setting. Oh no! And let's finish up this infinite source of water. And then we'll sleep, and then we'll come back out here so I can show you guys. All right. So quickly, I'm gonna place it in the opposite corner, and as you can see, the water will lay still. Let me go to sleep real fast before I get, ganged up on by a bunch of creepers. I did have one blow up in my village, just before I started recording this actually, and it wasn't fun. It sucked. I had to rebuild like the whole little minecart system thingy out here. All right. So now that we've created our little infinite water source, we can take as much water from this as we want. As you saw there, the water replaced itself, and we can take it from any corner. I'm just basically putting it back into here. You can place this anywhere you want. Honestly, you can place it right here. It'll flow out. But the water is unlimited, which is super, super awesome. So there's how to do that. Let's see. I think there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Let me put this away first. And there we go. Oh, the last thing I wanted to do was go explore the castle. There's a castle in this world that was out near the tutorial world, and I want to go explore that for you guys. So a lot of you guys were like, hey, go check out the castle. Go look in the houses, guys. Only the things that are only in these houses here, apart from mine, are just beds. There's nothing too exciting in them. But you guys wanted me to go check out the castle, so let's go do that, since this is the tutorial world. Now, I was going to keep this as sort of my world to play in. Let's jump back down into the tutorial area. I can't talk. I was going to keep this as my world with this series moving forward, because what I'm going to be doing with this series moving forward is pretty much anything I want. It could either be a let's play, I could take requests from you guys to explore and build stuff, but I don't want to necessarily do that per se, because I do have my main series, the Minecraft Files, to do that, where I do take requests from you guys. So I think this series will be probably more just random stuff, with other commentators, by myself, tips and tricks, different things like that. So if you have any ideas for what you want to see here with this series going forward, let me know in the Swifter section below. That would be awesome. So, all right, this is the castle. Basically, long story short, what I was going to say was I was going to keep this as my world, but due to the fact that there are I haven't found any sugarcane yet, kind of makes me want to start a new world, because I want a world that has everything in it. So, anyways, moving on. All right, so here's the castle. We've got some ladders up here, some little like cutout things right here. I don't really know what to call all this stuff, but we do have ladders. You can walk the wall, which is pretty nifty, and you also have, you can sort of walk underneath here and view the area. Now, I did not build this. This was actually pre-built in the actual the tutorial world. This was already here. Now, where's the down ladder? It's right here. All right, so let's go down the ladder. Over here, this is probably my favorite part of the castle. As this goes down here, it sort of opens up into like a little open bay or port for boats and stuff. This is sick. I love this. This is so cool. And is that, every time I see green like stuff up there, I'm like, is that reeds? Is that sugarcane? But nope, it's not. I've checked like every coastal area landscape of this entire map to find it, and I couldn't find it. It was so frustrating. But anyways, you've got like a little, port for boats or whatever. This is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Going into here, we have some doors, and this sort of opens into like a church or a library kind of a thing. Sort of like a main, kind of your main area. It's got some bookcases up here, which you could craft if you found sugarcane and craft them into pieces of paper and turn them into books and then made bookshelves, but there aren't any in this world, and it makes me frustrated and sad. And then finally we have the tower, and this tower is pretty awesome. If you go up the tower here, you've got your first little lookout spot here, and this actually looks out into a really vast glacial area that you can see on the map back there, which is pretty cool. And if you keep going up, you will get to another lookout spot, which is right here, which looks out the same direction, just from a higher vantage point. I'm still scanning the horizon for sugarcane, and I can't find any, or reeds, as we, I used to call them, because I used to play Minecraft Alpha, and in Alpha it was known as reeds. But anyways, the final point on this castle is up here. You can get all the way up to here, and then there's a little walkway that takes you up just a little bit higher, and this is sort of like a lookout place that really you can't see much out of. It's the very top of the tower, but you can sort of jump and poke your head around and see all that stuff. So that is the castle. Wanted to show that to you guys because I know somebody had requested it in the comment section on a video. I'm sorry, the Swifter section on a video. Trying to get used to calling it that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I wanted to keep it fairly brief because I know a lot of my viewers are more advanced Minecraft players, and if there are some more advanced things that you guys would like to see with the Minecraft for Xbox edition, let me know. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what you want to see. I know some people wanted to see some more redstone stuff. I can sort of try my hand in that and see if there's anything that you want to want me to do or whatever. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna make my way back to the house. Though I did take the egg out of here that I placed in the in like first or second episode, I can't remember. There's a pool of lava here though. I gotta be careful. Oh yeah, it's right here. Watch out, it's right there. Don't fall down there, you will die. So, how many of you guys bought a copy of Minecraft for the Xbox 360? I'm interested in knowing because I would like at some point to maybe hold like a little open lobby with you guys and play some Minecraft with you on the Xbox. It's way easier to do that than doing that in the heck? Than doing that on the PC. I think it's a lot easier to do that on the Xbox. Now, I don't know for sure. Do we have to be on each other's friends lists in order to do that, or can I just hold sort of like an open public lobby kind of a thing and with a world, and maybe you can like search something and find it? I don't know. If you know how that works, let's do that, and I will set that up at some point. So make sure you guys, if you're interested in doing that, make sure you follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will alert you guys, when I do that, and I'll record it too. I'll definitely record some of those open lobbies with my Swifters. And anyways, yeah. So if you enjoyed these tutorials, you guys, please be sure to leave a like down below, and maybe add it to your favorites as well. For some reason, I put these in an actual show format for YouTube. It's you may have seen a little picture down below the like and dislike bar when you're watching the video. But for some reason it hasn't been approved yet. I guess YouTube's taking their sweet old time. But once, oh my gosh, look at all the mushrooms here! Holy crap! Jeez, out of control. But once they do approve that, you guys can also subscribe to that show if you would like, and just that way you'll be alerted of specific episodes that get added to the actual show itself. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Chinmy Swift. I hope this has informed you, and happy Minecrafting on the Xbox. Talk to you guys later. Peace!